That more or less does it for player moves, and that more or less does it for On the Wire. We're going to head into a break. When we get back, it's going to be tournament news. But before that, we're going to show you what's been going on outside of StarCraft 2. Clutch is going to bring us up to speed.
Welcome to Up to Speed, where we catch up to the world of esports and gaming. First up, let's take a look at some of my favorite moments from the League of Legends European Championship Series Week 3.
Samox is there, the damage is there, but Alex should be able to intervention on towards Darian. Will it be enough? No, because he got stunned down. Now Alex is in trouble. Alex goes down. Beautiful, beautiful team play from Giants.
And the Copenhagen Wolves are coming. Svenskeren doesn't realize the trouble he's in. The command protect is on Zinzao. Come on, the shockwave comes out. It's not going to be enough, but Svenskeren has been knocked into the air. Lantern is down. He's going to use it. The dark passage to safety.
Peke going in there, though. He's going to finish off Yellow P here. That's going to give him the chance to jump over. He jumps over to the wall, uses Q, which will land, finishes off Sona. Shumpo's out again, showing his skill there.
This is the battle of the burst. Spontex doesn't want to be around once that Twilight Shroud gets dropped. He could just come straight back in, but immediately using that damage he has, he should manage to take him down here. Samox taking very low. He's going to be back and forth. Spontex, oh! Samox picks up the kill and turns it around. He exposed, and they're just going to keep pouring onto it. They're going to try and dive. It's going to be the Cataclysm. They caught out Yellowstar, but they're not putting the damage on towards Yellowstar. Instead, they're focused across. Yellowstar's still free at the back here. He's just laying down all the damage, putting the smack down, and there's the unstoppable force. Slayer's going to get dropped down. It's a triple kill for Misfortune. Yellowstar just sat at the back laughing at Against All Authorities there. He picks up the quadra kill.
To do have Shushay going in on the mid lane.
Wow, that was really ballsy. Actually, he's going to get knocked up here. Laser's going to come through. Can they finish? There's the gnome. And Mumu comes into the split second. It's... Whoa! What a flash from Maluno.
Taking a look at the overall standings for EU as of Saturday the 2nd of March. Gambit Gaming is leading the standings 8-2, then Fnatic 7-3, SK Gaming 6-3, and Evil Geniuses 6-4. The rest of the 4 teams, Dragonborns Against All 30, Giants Gaming, and Copenhagen Wolves down at the bottom 2-10. You can get more information about the Super Week that has just happened for North America and Europe at lolesports.com. Next up in Heroes of Newerth news, I was able to sit down with the director of esports at S2 Games to talk about what's new with HON 3.0. Sam, thanks for joining me.
Absolutely, man. Glad to be here.
First off, Heroes of Newerth has been a game that's been released for a while. It is one of the games in the MOBA scene. How would you describe it? How is it different from other MOBAs? And can you tell us more of the new updates that have come out?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, Heroes of Newerth has been around a really long time. Out of the 3 games, Dota 2, League of Legends, Heroes of Newerth, Heroes of Newerth is actually the first one that came around. I would describe Heroes of Newerth as a little bit more intense. The graphics are a little bit more bright. The skill is a little bit higher, and everything moves a lot quicker. And I think that's what appeals to some people, is they like how hard it is, and they like how steep the learning curve is. Our big update that just came out was actually HON 3.0. It really made the new player experience much easier. We added a Learnatorium so players can get a tutorial and play against bots. And I think bots is the biggest thing that HON 3.0 brought. Up until now, you jumped into a game of Heroes of Newerth and you had to play against people. It was just a really tough experience. We didn't have the greatest tutorial, and we didn't have an opportunity for people to come in and try the game against bots. Now that we have that, we're seeing a major growth in our player base, and people are reporting that it's a lot easier to get into our game. So HON 3.0 came out about 2 months ago, and so far it's been doing exactly what we wanted.
How would you describe the history of the esports scene for Heroes of Newerth, and what is the scene like today because of this update?
The Heroes of Newerth scene has always been around. You know, we've been at DreamHack for 5 different occasions now, and we've always had tournaments. But I would say that up until last August, our esports scene didn't really kick off. We launched HON Tour, which is our big tournament platform. It boasts a $360,000 prize pool. And the coolest thing about HON Tour is how it caters to amateur players. We've separated our competitive division into 4 separate leagues: bronze, silver, gold, and diamond. And every 2 weeks, we have a separate tournament. And based on your performance in that tournament, you move up and down in divisions. And each division has a higher prize pool and more points. The entire conclusion of HON Tour actually is taking place here in Las Vegas, and it's going to be at the Hardwood Suite at the Palms Casino. And we are going to be taking the top 3 teams from the HON Tour based on points, And then spots 4 through 11 are going to be competing for that last spot. Our competitive scene is just massive. It is bigger than it's ever been. Every single 2 weeks, we have 500 separate teams that are coming and competing in Han Tour. And so far, 2013, we're averaging over $90,000 a month just in prizing alone. In about a month here, we're going to be leaving with 2 of our teams from North America and Europe to be competing in the Garena Star League finals, which are taking place in Bangkok, Thailand. And they'll be competing against 30 Southeast Asian teams. So that's going to be exciting to see how our teams handle, you know, the pressure over there. And it's just a lot different atmosphere. Southeast Asian people, they love Heroes of Newerth. It is the biggest game played in Thailand. It's going to be so great for our players to go there and experience it. And we'll be broadcasting it to the world via Hancast as usual.
Sam, can you give us any breaking news about the scene of Heroes of Newerth?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, as of today, S2 Games has officially hired Cyrus Alavi, aka Emperor, the captain of the team Domain of Pain, to be Breaky CPK's new caster on Hancast. So I just want to say welcome, Cyrus. We're looking forward to having you, and we're looking forward to some damn good casts.
Sounds like Heroes of Newerth is alive and well. For any players that have not experienced the game yet, where can they go to, and do they have to put any money down, or is it free to play?
Absolutely not. Heroes of Newerth is free to play and free to own. You get every single hero for free. You don't have to buy to unlock any heroes. You can go to heroesofnewerth.com and check it out.
Sam, thanks for your time. We look forward to seeing more news coming out of Heroes of Newerth, and take care over there at S2 Games.
You got it. Thanks for having me on, guys.
In Dota 2 news, Beyond the Summit made their announcement about their intention to create a studio in Southern California. They were able to stop by the Pulse studio, and Mr. Bitter sat down with them for an interview.
David, can you tell me what the hell is Beyond the Summit?
Beyond the Summit is for the most part, broadcast and events organization focused on Dota 2. Myself and my partner, David, LD Gorman, another David, we're basically started out as commentators and built Beyond the Summit into a coverage partner for Dota 2 events.
Now, you guys recently had a Kickstarter event. You said, we want to open a studio to create esports content around Dota 2 in Los Angeles, and we're going to do it with $25,000.
Yeah, our goal was $25,000. We actually blew it away in just 24 hours. Our goal was always from the get-go when we were covering tournaments was we wanted to sort of raise the bar as far as the Dota 2 scene goes, as far as what we can do with production, giving the teams and players the exposure that we feel they deserve. It was amazing that we reached it so fast, and I mean, at points during that first 24 hours, I mean, there were tears in my eyes when I realized how fast it was happening and how when that first hit me in just a day that I'm actually going to be moving to LA. It was amazing.
Well, one thing that I'm sure everybody within the Dota community wants to know is how soon can we expect to see this studio operational? How soon will you guys be creating content out of your new place in Los Angeles?
Yeah, our Kickstarter ends on the 10th of March, which is the day after the G League finals, but probably middle of March, I would say, to be sort of on the safe side, that we'll have our first broadcast from a new studio.
What do you think separates Beyond the Summit from the other event organizers out there, particularly in the Dota scene?
I think the one thing is that we're kind of becoming, at least initially, we were looking to sort of be innovative. We're looking to do not only just another Dota 2 tournament, we're looking to do either innovative formats and concepts. We've done some sort of, I'd say, fun 1v1 tournaments recently, but it was still a very competitive. We got some of the best players, and we offered a reasonable prize pool, more than what you'd find in a lot of sort of the team-based tournaments in Dota 2. On top of that, the main thing which we really were sort of pioneers for in the Dota 2 scene was basically the production quality, which is something which we was broadcasting from LD's bedroom using XSplit, but it was still a case where we had a lot of content prepared because a lot of our audience, even though we're doing Asian tournaments, a lot of our audience was still based in Europe and America. So for us, we wanted to basically open their eyes to what is the Chinese scene, who are these players, and let them basically teach them a bit about the scene there.
People that believe in Beyond the Summit, people that like what you do, how can they support you? How can they help this project grow?
I mean, we're still doing our Kickstarter. We've reached our initial goal of $25,000. Obviously, that's going to just cover a portion of our costs. So if you want to keep on supporting us, contributing, our Kickstarter is still going on, or it's over on the Indiegogo website, and the best place to get there is our beyondthesummit.tv URL, which redirects there. And you can check out our Kickstarter video, learn more about what our project actually is as far as specifics, what our money's going towards, and you can still support us there with that. Otherwise, just, I mean, continuing to come onto tuning into our broadcast day in, day out, watching us, and just giving us whatever feedback you can to help us improve.
Fantastic. So be sure to watch your streams at twitch.tv/Beyond
the Summit.
Follow you on Twitter at
twitter.com/Beyond the Summit, as well as myself, BTS Gods.
And how can we follow LD?
LD is LD Dota.
All right, man. Thanks so much for talking to me. Good luck with the studio and with all the future Beyond the Summit endeavors.
Thank you so much.
And finally, in StarCraft 2 news, Flashpoint is a novel that has been released that bridges the gap between Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm when it comes to the story. This novel is highly, highly recommended by myself. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it is a must-read for anyone interested in the lore of StarCraft 2. Plus, it shows the world just how much of a bro Valerian Mengsk is. Make sure to pick it up at a bookstore near you, if they still exist, or go ahead and buy it online. That does it for this edition. I'm Clutch, and you are up to speed.
I'm HotshotGG, and you're watching The Pulse.